Please do subscribe and hit that bell button so that you get notified every time I'm on YouTube. In this video, let me show you how to make this beautiful gum paste flower. Now this flower is not botanically correct. It starts off as a rose in the center and the outer petals are arranged like a peony. So if you can think of a nice name for this unique flower, do let me know in the comment section. I just happened to see it online and it looked so beautiful, I had to recreate it. It's super simple to make, so let's get started. I'm using an 18 gauge floral wire. These wires are available at any craft supply shop, or I'll put a link in the description box, do check it out. Now when we say edible flowers, we use some non-edible things, so please keep that in mind. I'm using a 1-inch styrofoam ball and using some glue. I'm inserting and adhering the floral wire to the styrofoam ball and let it dry completely. All the tools I've used and the recipe for my homemade gum paste is in the description box, so do check it out. I'm using petal shaped cutters in 4 sizes. Now make sure the smallest size is slightly bigger than your center styrofoam ball. Using the biggest size and 3 22 gauge wires, thinner wires than what we used before, cut it into 2, so you have 6 wires. I'm rolling out my gum paste quite thin, and in one part I'm rolling out 3 sides to thin it, leaving a small thick band in the center. It's not very visible in the video, so I've just drawn a quick drawing to how it is. So the thick band is in the center, and using that band as a center, keep your cutter and cut out a petal. Keep the petal on a foam pad and using a ball tool, thin out the petals like so. Don't ruffle them too much, but you just want nice thin edged petals. Once that's done, using a silicone veiner, keep the petal in the center and press the other part gently so that the impressions fall on the gum paste. Dip your 22 gauge wire in some edible glue and insert it carefully using 2 fingers as a guide so that the wire doesn't poke out in the back or front. Leave it to dry on an apple tray so that the petal is nice and carved. Now these apple trays are available at any fruit shop and that guy will just give it to you for free. Now do the same for 5 more petals, so you have 6 in total. Insert wires and let all of them dry completely. Roll out another piece of thin fondant and using the smallest size of the petal cutter, cut out 5 petals, thin them on the foam pad and vein them like before. Apply edible glue on the first petal and layer it onto the styrofoam ball like so. Do the same for the second petal and place it opposite to the first petal, making sure to completely cover the styrofoam ball on top. Arrange the next 3 petals one after the other like so, making sure to take care of the height of the petal. Make sure it's all even. Apply glue and make sure it's all stuck nicely to the styrofoam ball. Cut out 5 more petals, thin them and vein them like before using the second size cutter and arrange them one by one, overlapping slightly into the second row of the flower. Make sure they are nice and stuck on all sides. Use glue and let this dry for a few minutes. Cut out 5 more petals in the third size, thin them and vein them exactly like before and arrange the third row similar to the previous one. Now make sure the previous row is at least 60 to 70% dry when you're arranging the next row, otherwise it will not stand. Now once this is done, let this dry completely, preferably overnight for a minimum of 4 to 5 hours. Now my petals are completely dry. If you can see, they're not moving at all, so they're completely dry. I'm using some floral tape and I'm going to tie the wired large petals onto the flower to make a big flower. Align the base of the flower to the base of the petal, which is wired. Bend it slightly, place it and use your floral tape to secure it like so. Now I always recommend to make 1 or 2 extra petals which are on the wire, so that you have enough petals if 1 or 2 accidentally break, because once a gum paste is dry, it's quite fragile. So you need extra petals in case some break. Tape the wired petals one by one, again taking care of the height and tying the floral tape nice and tight so that the petals don't move. Arrange the petals in proper position, leaving similar gaps between each other, and tie the floral tape tightly all the way down. Make sure it's nice and tight. Reach the very end and cut off. And that's it. Your beautiful hybrid rose is all ready to go on your gorgeous cake. I really hoped you liked this video. If you did, please give this a thumbs up. Any questions you would like me to answer, please leave in the comment section below. Also let me know what more kind of videos you would like to see, and please subscribe to my channel. It's free. Until next time, bye bye.